I want to talk about this ARC management program we're offering. It's brand new and it doesn't cost anything. If you've got a book you want to offer for direct sale, or if it's a book destined for KU, or even if you're working with a traditional publisher, you can take advantage of this environment to actually post your ARC and have other authors or ARC reviewers look at it and actually develop a custom product page for it before it becomes public. Here's the Hands Store. Let me just show you one of the product pages I like and show you what the possibilities are for developing the product page. So here's the product page for the mansion. We've got a sample. We've got some reviews right here, which are in text form, though I'll show you a better way to display them later. We've got a link to a podcast. We've got a YouTube short about the book. The point is that the product description is very general and flexible. You can dress it up however you want, which is something you can't do with Amazon or other retailers. You can do it with Shopify selling direct, but that's expensive. This is free. That's really advantageous. When you're in the ARC phase, what you want to be doing is not only gathering reviews from people, but you also want to be developing a product page. So how do people view or get the ARCs? Well, for one thing, the link to the ARC books page here is not public. You have to qualify and be given permission to get to this page. In other words, you have to have a login. If you try to access the page and you're not logged in and approved, the title says ARC Books and it's blank. There's nothing there. You can log in from the customer portal. Let's just log in with the customer portal. Once you've logged in, this is what you see. This is a record of things that you've purchased. If you go to the link you've previously bookmarked, remember this link is not displayed publicly. You see the books in the ARC library. These are not available to the public, and in fact, even if you're a customer and you log in, you're still not going to see this library unless you've been given permission. You have to be tagged as an ARC reviewer to see these books. ARC reviewers are a very special kind of reviewer, and not every reviewer is considered an ARC reviewer. They may likely be, and ideally are, other authors, colleagues of yours. When you click on one of these books, it brings up a product page which is under development and not viewable by the public. That means we can be developing these and can be collecting reviews. If another author colleague who is in the system wants to review your book, they can obtain it here. You're gathering reviews that are not public. You can write a review here and submit it. Then it will appear on the product page. Note, this is the same review form we use for public reviews, so we screen them to prevent scam. Now these are just a couple of bogus reviews just for testing the page and will be deleted before the page goes public. Again, I want to emphasize these are only viewable by those who have access to the ARC page. Once you're ready and you've got all reviews necessary to announce a release date, at least 3, you can announce a date and you can set a price. You prepare all of this, and on release day, it's a matter of 3 clicks, and your book is in the public store, available for public purchase. At this point, if your book is not destined for direct sale, you can copy all this information and put as much of it as you can on your product page for other retailers. If you're selling wide, there's no reason not to post it to the Hands Store as well as other retailers. You've already done the work. So this is pretty cool. It's a system for organizing your ARC promotion prior to release. The cost of doing this is 0, and we invite you to bring your author colleagues along to participate. Just to be clear, the way that Hands makes money is on the sale of books. And these aren't for sale. They're just for evaluation. When an ARC reviewer, quote unquote, purchases it for $0, it costs 0 and there's no revenue going to Hands. If you're a member of the ARC program, we make sure you get the book for free. And upon release, or even for pre-orders, if you're an affiliate, you can make a percentage of the book sale. Now, being an affiliate, that's another subject for another video. But if you're an author and you really fall in love with this book, you can give all your fans an affiliate link, and when they buy the book, you make money. If you don't like the book, or if you have some significant criticism of the book, you can include that in the private reviews, or you can include it in private comments. So it really does become a forum for gathering critiques and evaluations from other people. If you see substantial criticism and you want to revise the book, you can do so in the pre-release phase. This becomes a whole environment for preparing your book for release. If you want to know more, I encourage you to attend one of our Topics Tuesdays video calls to ask questions. The link is in the video description. There's also a link for applying for an ARC Reviewer account. That will also start the conversation to get you approved.